Right, so in this video what we're going to do is set up our folder structure and have a look at what we need to do to get this little form working. Okay, so I'm just going to empty this. Now over here in our form it says that this form is expecting a file called process.php inside of a folder called functions. So let's go and create that. So we right click and create a new folder called functions. Then inside of there I'm going to create a file called process.php, and I'm also going to create a file there called creds.php. And basically creds is just short for credentials, and inside of the credentials we're going to hold our username and password and details to the database. So I'm just going to create a set of PHP tags over here, and in the creds we're just going to have four constants. So constant is basically the keyword define, and we're going to have the first set of quotes for the name of our constant. The second set of our quote is going to be for our value. So I'm just going to copy that 4 times, and then I'm going to go and type in db host, db name, db user, and I'm going to type in db pass. And so these basically stand for where my database lives, what my name of my database is, the user and password that I'm going to use to log into this database. Now, to get the name of my database, normally if we just use a local instance of a setup, then this would probably just be called localhost. But we are setting it up using a Docker container setup. So just to get the right name is we open up our terminal, we type in docker ps-a. And over here, if I just resize this a little bit, we see that I've got my name here for my database. We can specify that it's a database because of the DB in the name. So I'm just going to copy that and I'm going to paste it in here. And then the name of my database is just going to be called containerdb. The username is root, and over here I've got password 123. And these are just variable sets that I've got in my script. So this may not be the same every single time, but for whatever setup you have, these are the only variables that you're going to need to change to update your connection. So this is all we need, so we can close this file. And now we have our process.php. And what we want to do is set up another set of PHP tags, and we just want to include this file over here called creds.php. We don't need to specify the functions folder because process.php and creds are in the same folder. And that is basically it. So now if I were to go say echo and say db name, and I'm just going to go here into my browser and go into localhost functions process.php, we can see here that I've got my name to my container. Okay, so we can just remove that because we don't want to keep that over there. And what we're going to do in the next video is set up our database connection so that we can check if we can actually connect to our database correctly.